I only buy the finest tea leaves. Zesta. See BOPF.
If BOPF is indicated on the pack.
Zesta, the art of tea.
During the second day of the general sessions of the 24th UNHRC Council sessions, views were expressed on the need for an international investigation into the human rights situation in Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka's intolerance of dissent and continued failure to ensure justice in even the most publicized cases illustrates that insufficient action is being taken to end impunity and protect human rights. Authorities have made scant progress in implementing promised reforms or ending impunity. Serious human rights violations remain ubiquitous in Sri Lanka. Officials continue to threaten and harass critics. We urge this Council to respond to the High Commissioner's concern. International investigation.
Meanwhile, addressing an interactive dialogue on children and the armed conflict, Sri Lanka Deputy Permanent Representative to the UN in Geneva, Manisha Gunasekara, shared these views.
As a country that has grappled with the menace of terrorism and forced conscription of thousands of children by the LTTE, Sri Lanka is acutely conscious of the grave psychosocial repercussions of armed conflict on children. The policy of the government in the reconciliation process was to treat all children formerly associated with armed groups primarily as victims and not as offenders, and hence not to subject them to legal proceedings but to rehabilitation. We would be happy to share our experience and best practices on the subject.